Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. We have a little bit of an update here on contract negotiations. Now, at least the Cowboys are doing a deal earlier than they normally do. Normally, the Cowboys will let guys go into free agency. They'll let them go ahead and sign with other teams or come back with an offer from other teams and try and negotiate something a little bit less. And I think it's because the Cowboys just don't know what they're doing when it comes to contracts. And one of the big problems that the Cowboys have is they always wait till a deal's up to make a deal. So we're dealing right now with Osa Odighizuwa, our defensive tackle, who ended up surprisingly being one of the most pressure-giving defensive tackles in the NFL. Osa, who has not missed time on the field, has stayed healthy, and so on. Nick Harris of the Dallas Star-Telegram is reporting, and we don't know exactly all the details. This is what he's reporting right now, that Osa Odighizuwa expected to see a deal north of $90 million over 4 years, around $22.5 million per year. $22.5 million per year. Now, this may end up being, we don't know what the guaranteed money is because it's not being reported, because that's ultimately key. To give you an example, as bad as we hated the Michael Gallup contract, he was actually signed a contract for 4 years, $52 million, I believe it was. But the guarantee was actually 36 million or 32 million, somewhere around in there. Which case is what the Cowboys actually paid because he didn't stay on the team that long. So we don't know what the guarantee is on it. We don't know if some of that is incentives and things like that, or how it's actually structured. So I'm not going to say it's a bad deal just right now. It's really, again, how much is the guarantees and how is it structured? Keeping in mind that we often get bent out of shape on what a contract looks like the day it's signed and not necessarily what it's like for the contract. Because ultimately, when you look, I remember when the Cowboys signed Tyron Smith to like a $97 million contract at the time, it was unheard of. And people said, that's nuts. But throughout the longevity of the contract, it ended up being a good deal. And the thing is, if Osa ends up playing great for the next 4 years or so, hey, then it's great money spent. If it ends up being that, 2 years from now we're getting rid of him, then it was a terrible contract. And that goes for whether it's $90 million or if it's $50 million. It all comes down to, are you paying the right guy that's going to do what you need him to do? If the Cowboys are going to the mat like this for him, I would say part of this is because Matt Everfuss, the 3 technique, is a key player in this role, and it must be that they think this is the perfect guy to help them really be able to rock and roll. So there's that. Also, the Cowboys have met with Jordan Lewis, but have not yet extended an offer to Jordan Lewis. So they're going to be trying to get some stuff done. Here's the thing. The Cowboys are in a no-win situation no matter what they do. They get yelled at for last year doing nothing. We can look back now and say, my God, Dante Fowler had 10 sacks this year, and Dorrance Armstrong, they helped lead them to the playoffs and stuff, right? We're pissed off that we didn't retain those guys and that they played well elsewhere. When we do sign them, unfortunately, then we're mad because we say we paid too much. But the bigger problem that people miss with the Cowboys, the biggest problem they miss, is the fact that the Cowboys constantly wait till the last minute to do something. This is no different. See, Osa Odighizuwa has been with your organization 4 years now. You had last year. You had all season you could assign them. And now that you're against the window, now that, of course, there's more money to go around, it's going to cost you more money. And see, I continue to see them making the same mistake over and over again. And you know what? You're going to have to bite the bullet and do this one. But let's stop making this mistake over and over again, because ultimately what happens is when you wait till the very last year, you're paying at the top. I've been screaming this from the top of the mountain since Dak Prescott's third year. After Dak Prescott's third year, had they paid him right after that, they would have had him $28 million. And it would have taken this timeline of paying him further ahead. You would have paid him less money when he got the contract, and you wouldn't be paying the premier prices. See, this is the thing. And we're sitting here with an opportunity to fix some of those problems. Right now, best thing they can do is, go ahead, bite the bullet on this one. Go through, restructure Dak, restructure CeeDee Lamb, and go ahead and get the extensions done for Deron Bland and Tyler Smith this year. Don't wait, because Tyler Smith, if he goes through with another all-pro season and the salary cap continues to go up, his price tag is going to continue to go up even more. He's not going to get cheaper next year for you waiting till the end. And herein lies the problem. I remember, and I talked to Philly 500 earlier today, and thoughts to him. He lost one of his grandparents or parents, or his wife's parents. Somebody the last couple of days, so I understand exactly how that is. Understand, I was talking to him, and I have to say, I used to look at it and say, oh my God, the Eagles, they're so stupid. They've locked down all these players. And, you look down the road, at 28 and 29 and 30, and they've got no money to spend. But here's the thing. This is true. If you look at the projections of what the salary cap is right now, they don't have any money to spend down there. But with the salary cap going up like 25 plus a year, there's more money down the road there. And that money down there isn't as expensive as it is down here today. And that's why they were able to go through and get their players signed and have money to go ahead and try and get, Saquon Barkley, to even be able to contemplate the idea of being able to get a Myles Garrett. It's because they understand, get our players locked down. So, Devontae Smith, they signed him last year. His contract wasn't up, but they paid him in last year's money. They don't actually start paying him on his contract until next year. So you signed him to $25 million. Right now, the going rate, top of the market is 35. Probably it's going to go up a little bit more than that this season. So herein lies the problem, is the Cowboys waiting till the last minute to try and get things done. They always get mollywopped. I can't be mad at Osa Odighizuwa or Dak or CD or any of these guys. Hey, if you went to Osa last year and said, hey, Osa, we're going to get you a deal, and he's thinking, man, you mean I'm going to get a boatload of money now instead of waiting for another year? They may be more inclined to take a big money hit. I mean, give me a whole bunch of money right now, and it costs you less. So there you have it. Wow. Peace out, people.